Okay, here we are again, and with the next point, with the next presentation, we are going to show you our network of partners, of competence bearers, of technological solution providers. And here we are delighted to have Alexey from the company Evercity with us, who is also the leader of the climate finance team of the Climate Change Coalition, and our partner for developing digital climate action bonds and also crypto stamps, digital collectibles that I will explain, tell more about this. But Alexey will now make some kind of introduction about what blockchain technology is and what are the new opportunities that we have, especially also in the context of climate action. Alexey, welcome. Happy to have you with us.
Hi, Miroslav. Thank you for the introduction. Greetings to the people of Carinthia and all around the world on this Sunday day. So, we've been involved into climate projects and sustainability since 2011, and basing in Russia with the Russian Carbon Fund, which is my first organization. And we always wanted to, attract investment into green projects that people here are developing, and support these projects, and also support nature-based projects, forest restoration, and so on and so on. And one solution is climate finance, is special green investment related to green projects and their impact, which could be calculated, accounted for, and somehow sold to international buyers, investors, or domestically in the form of various assets, financial assets. And we came across a lot of problems with trust and transparency, because it was very hard to convince the buyers, corporations, that these small projects are making impact and that this impact is real. And the problem of trust here is a very, very big problem that prevents international impact finance flows from reaching the final destination, the last mile, those who are the most in need communities. Because it's great to see, big renewable energy projects, big, kind of infrastructure projects, but it's always better when, the money is flowing to where it is most needed. And this trust problem really is a huge problem there, which prevents this from happening. And in 2016, we started to look at new technologies, how they can solve this problem with transparency and accountability of impact, combat greenwashing. And we realized that blockchain is a technology that could really help to solve these issues, because blockchain is literally a global distributed database where the information which has been put there is stored on many computers around the globe and cannot be altered, cannot be changed once you've put it there. And this is very useful for writing down all sorts of financial transaction data, who owns what, who pays to whom, and who is obliged to do something. So it's not a silver bullet, it's just another technology from the Industry 4.0 technological stack. But for the financial world, for the world of storing data, this is very useful. And the second use of blockchain is writing down contracts in the form of code. So we are all surrounded by a lot of paper stuff right now, right? A lot of contracts with your employer, with, with some service providers, with the government. And it's now quite clear that with blockchain and smart contracts, we can transform all this paperwork into the code language and somehow cooperate with all these stakeholders in a digital form using applications for your laptop, for your mobile, and not sign a lot of papers, a lot of contracts. Just use your crypto signature, use your mobile crypto wallet to sign various contracts with governments, with service providers, with anybody. And the third maybe feature that should be mentioned here, cryptocurrencies. It's the most popular feature, but it's not the only one, as stated already. And combining with the previous two features, this gives a lot of opportunities for the people-centric solutions. And these technologies are getting cheaper, they're getting more user-friendly, more comprehensible by the general audience, and they're literally coming to people. So you will not have to, write a lot of papers, sign a lot of contracts. This gives a lot of independence to people, to small businesses around the globe. And the whole combination of these technologies provide peer-to-peer economy where we don't need any intermediary in the form of a bank, in the form of auditor, in the form of some other solution provider. We have an opportunity to share our value, our ideas, resources directly between people, between companies, between cities, and it all takes less money, less frictions, less transactional costs, and brings us closer to the world where we're all interconnected and using our resources and ideas efficiently in line with sustainable development goals. So you could find a lot of information about blockchain on the internet. Just Google, and there are lots of articles, videos, explainers of various sorts. The information is there. You just need to collect it by yourself. You just need to want it very much, and then you will find it, you will learn it, because today the knowledge is also distributed within the internet. And with IAAI Glocha, we are doing great things also together with Climate Change Coalition and other global leaders in the field of digital technologies for SDGs and climate action. We are focusing very much on people-centric financial solutions, which are related to green bonds and related to digital crypto stamps. These are two little bit different topics. So first, I start with digital green bonds. Why we need digital green bonds and don't need regular green bonds anymore is that right now the green bond market is growing. The green bond is a bond which is issued to finance green projects with CO2 reductions, with estimated, calculated, and verified climate impact, so to say. And now, while the market is growing, many issuers don't really make what they are obliged to, and not making the real impact, not making the climate reductions of CO2. They're just stating in their advertisement that they will use this money to fight climate change, but they are not making it and not proving that they really made some impact. So from the first part of my speech, you probably may understand that if we use blockchain to record all the information necessary about the bond, like who issued the bond, who helped to structure the bond, and who bought the bond, we will see it using this distributed ledger. We will see all the participants, and we will also see the obligations of the issuer also written down in blockchain, stored there. So the issuer of the bond will not be able to change their obligations afterwards. And also we can connect smart sensors, we can connect satellites to this system, and we can provide for automatic reporting, and also somehow connect the financial parameters of the bond with the impact parameters of the finance project. And if we make this connection, then we will make sure that the issuer of the bond really makes the impact he plans to, and he receives the money accordingly to the impact. This could really change the whole green bond market, making it more transparent, more fair. And also the system really is cheaper and opens the opportunity to issue green bond for small scale issuers, like small rural villages around the globe, and even maybe some households. So it really democratizes this space, and using blockchain, it's cheaper and faster to issue a green bond. And the last point will be related to crypto stamps, because blockchain also gives an opportunity to write down the information about non-fungible assets. And once the asset changes the ownership, it's written who held the ownership before. So it's also possible to store collectibles in a digital form on blockchain, and you could see the whole chain of owners and all the information you need about these collectible objects. This is now very rapidly developing area in art, and also in some other aspects which are also somehow related with art, with collectibles, and so on and so on. And together with Miroslav and Glocha, we are now developing the concept of a system where citizens and youth could make some impactful actions in the world, like plant trees, like help volunteer, and undergo educational courses related to sustainability. And then they could receive some digital stamp or digital badge for this action as a reward, and somehow compete with each other, who make the most impact, who get the most rewards in the form of digital stamps. It brings some gamification. It helps, to empower, to promote environmentally safe behavior. And youth, younger people, they can exchange these badges, these stamps, collect them, somehow play with them. And also this gives an opportunity to launch loyalty programs with corporations and governments, cities, anything. This could be really huge. And this is what actually Miroslav brought to the world, as his brilliant idea. We support it very much. We support it with technical assistance. And what we need now, I think, from the green bond perspective, we're doing some pilots now. We really want to do some pilots in Austria, maybe in Carinthia, and maybe it would be great to cooperate with some communities, with some renewable energy companies that are willing to experiment with such innovative ways of issuing green bonds, which are, by the way, mentioned by the UN Secretary General's task force final report on financing the SDGs with digital solutions. So it's not only our fantasy, it's something that UN really supports. And also it would be great to find ideas, to find supporters of the crypto stamp project, because I think that it's being designed for the youth, for the new generation, such as Generation Z. So we are not Generation Z with Miroslav. And I think it would be really valuable if more Generation Z people could participate and give insights how to develop this project, because it should be understandable. There should be a lot of gamification, and we really need everybody's voice and assistance here to launch and design this project. And I can assure you that this is something very interesting, that it gives a lot of knowledge that will be needed in the future years. And for me, I think it's something which is the most exciting thing that we can do: technology, innovations, helping the world to be a better place. What could be better? So thank you very much. Big pleasure to be with you today.
Wonderful, Alexey. Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to have you as a technology partner in this endeavor. And